All right, Devil Horn, salute. Doing a little test program here on some old NASCAR. I grew up back in the 60s and 70s with Bobby Allison, Richard Petty, Lee Petty, the Allison brothers, the Alabama Gang, Cale Yarborough, Neil Bonnet, and then this was all before this guy named Dale Earnhardt took over. And big fan of the Wood brothers. They always ran these Mercuries, and I always loved the 68, 69 Mercury Cyclones, Torino Talladegas. And everybody's got this NASCAR channel right now, a little podcast. Everybody from the racing superstars who've already made billions of dollars to the sleepy guy who's just trying to start a YouTube channel to make a quick buck. And guess what? Good luck on making that quick buck. So doing a pilot program here. I've used to do some shorts in the past. Sometimes they did good, sometimes not. Tell you what, anything with Dale Earnhardt does good. I can blow up a red balloon, fart in the goddamn thing, even draw a number 3 on it, and used to be able to, you could sell it. So let's, Wood Brothers. All right, this kind of Wood Brothers bootlegs. The rivalry between Richard Petty and the Wood Brothers. Let's start with some old NASCAR shit.
Richard Petty, and they're in the final 2 laps of the race.
Firecracker 400, 1974. Oi, Jackie Stewart. I know that voice. It's Jackie Stewart.
Pearson and Petty going this way. What can possibly happen in this very last lap that's just coming up?
Wood Brothers.
Right, coming down out of turn number 4, coming down past the start-finish line. And Pearson backs off for Petty. Something wrong with Pearson. Petty takes the lead. I think Pearson backed off on it.
It looks almost as he ran out of gas or something. I've never seen anything like this happen before. It could be very bad luck for him, but my goodness, what an advantage. Richard Petty. The crowd are absolutely...
Oh, no, he just set Richard Petty up. Watch this shit, gang. The king will lose. The king will lose today.
And there is David Pearson falling back on this.
Wood Brothers.
But he seems to be closing up, Keith.
To have stopped so suddenly, to have suddenly slowed up like that, makes me think, though, Jackie, he backed off on purpose because obviously he's still got horsepower and he's now closing right in behind Richard Petty as they turn and come for home. Can Pearson slingshot him as he comes down low? Petty may run him into the pits, and it's going to be Pearson.
Did you see that shit? Now, let's go to this video here. Let's do this.
David Pearson charges right out of the middle of the 4th turn onto the long front straight and fires his Mercury under the checkered flag.
Wood Brothers.
Them Wood boys credit. They darn good
Wood
job
Brothers.
in, putting the weight in the car every time I asked for it and the right amount. And so we were just lucky enough that it would come out just right.
You know, David Pearson, his style of driving just fit our style of setting the car up perfect, and he set on pole, won the first race, and then...
Time for a beer. Cheers.
Giants, and the white flag flutters down on 2 great racing champions.
They're going to be side by side as they exit the bank and head for the finish line. Richard Petty goes back in front. They both spin. They're in the wall. Petty is slamming into the wall. He's coming down toward the finish line. Will he make it? He's still moving. The car stops 300, 400 feet shy of the finish line. Pearson is still running. Here's Petty.
Past Petty going in 3, and then Petty started back by him off of 4. And I heard the crowd just scream out.
Wood Brothers.
I saw Petty sliding against the wall. I couldn't see David. And looked down. David spinning around in the grass, and he keyed his radio while he's spinning around and says he hit me. Of course, he might use a little different language, but...
he fucking hit me, you dirtbag.
Slide across the line. He stopped about 50 feet short.
There he is.
Pearson is still
Wood
running.
Brothers.
Trying to fire to come across the line. David Pearson moving down through as they come to the stripe. The winner is car number 21.
Fuck yeah, Wood Brothers.
Finished. Richard Petty's car demolished the front end as well as car number 21.
Like everybody else, I was wondering what was happening. Just as they went by, here goes Benny Parsons by.
Passes right, just half a car length before we get across the finish line.
But he was lapped down. But I believe somebody asked David, was he mad? He said, no, but says I was fixing to be if he hadn't have won.
And when you beat the Petties, you knew you'd beat the best, and that's why you wanted to beat them so bad, you know.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
All right, gang. You know, everybody knows what's this Penske, Gibbs, Roush, and Childress, and all these other fucking teams. I think even Michael Jordan, but nobody talks about Wood Brothers. They've been around forever, guys, since the 60s. Number 21. Yeah, number 21. Blessing, salute, and all that. Just a little pilot thing here. I want to see what happens with it. So if this works out, I'm going to start bootlegging some other Wood Brothers racing thing. Yeah, it's going to be a thing totally dedicated to Wood Brothers racing. Yeah, I think they deserve some credit. You never hear about these guys, man. They've been around for a while, and they've had some phenomenal drivers through the years driving for them, and I love seeing that number 21 out there. Despite what's happened with NASCAR through the few years, you know, there's still some loyalty to certain numbers, and definitely some loyalty to that 21. Horn salute, hit that like and says, let's see what happens. Grab a beer and let's watch some old-time racing, guys. Thanks for watching.